Hi and welcome back to Not Backpacking and our road trip down Australia's east coast. Today we're heading to Wet n Wild, one of the 4 theme parks we're visiting on the Gold Coast. As you'll see, the day did not start the way we'd hoped, but it seemed to get better and better as the day went on. Alright, so here we are at Wet n Wild. Grace, what are you most excited about doing today?
We do have a wetland system to accompany our children in the outdoor paddle. For 11 to 14 year olds, you must ensure to check in with them and their parents.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. Mum's just looking forward to the lazy river, I think. What's it called here? The something rapids, except it's not rapid. River rapids that aren't rapid, I think. Alright, here we're going. That's the queue if you haven't bought tickets. This is the queue if you have already bought tickets. Obviously we have the 7-day pass. Now before Grace does the fully blacked out tube that she's really excited about, we thought we'd start here with Wet n Wild Junior with all the nice easy ones that aren't scary. Alright, so here we are in the junior play area, lots of slides over here. Grace is going to have a blast. There's lifesavers everywhere, which is really cool. They've been very clear they're not babysitters, but they are here to keep the kids safe. Wow, this is great. All right, so we're doing our first ride, Grace. Super excited. Oh, yep.
So you're going to be a bit too tall for these ones, but...
Oh, you're not allowed to do these ones.
So these ones are this kind of under, but that part there is for all kids, no matter what size. But, no.
Sorry, so she can't do any of these?
None of these ones here.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't do any of these because you're too tall.
Yeah, I'm too tall.
Anyway, we'll start with these over here. Look, there's plenty of easy ones in here that we can do. There's open ones as well, so that'll be fine.
Yeah, let's do that orange open one.
Yeah, so she's too tall to do any of these ones over here. Alright, here she goes. So again, adults can't do this one. So if you've got kids who are a little bit nervous, you can't actually do it with them. But Grace seemed to conquer any fear immediately and she's loving it. Earlier they told us that Grace is too old to go on any of these rides over here. The orange and blue one, the 2 twisty ones in the middle, and then the 4 in a row over there. They said she could go on the green and yellow one there, or the blue one just beyond it in the back there. But that's not actually true. So Elizabeth went with Grace to try and go on the green and yellow one over there, and they said Elizabeth could go on it, but Grace was too tall. I mean, that makes absolutely no sense at all.
It's a mystery.
And then over here, adults can't go at all, so I couldn't go down these rides with Grace. None of this is clear on the website, so it's quite annoying. Grace is actually quite upset that she's not getting to do any of the rides that would be a good way to start her off. But Grace was keen to try the Super 8s as her first big ride, and it did not disappoint. We couldn't get enough of it. You get to race against each other, but also to set records for yourself. The heavier you are, the faster you go. I did it in just under 10 seconds. Let me know your personal best in the comments below. Finally found a ride that we could all do and really enjoyed. That was great. How many times did we do it, Grace?
6 times.
We did it about 5 or 6 times. I think I did it 4 times, so maybe 5 in total. Also spoke to guy working there, I asked him how long he'd been working here and if he enjoyed his job. He said in December he'll have been here 18 years.
Whoa.
He said it's the best job he's ever had.
Wow. Okay.
So pretty laid back for him, I guess, as well. So now we're heading off to Mammoth Falls. I don't know what that is. I'm taking advice from my bosses
It's a
over here.
white open slide.
Okay.
Water slide.
One of the cool things is you can bring your own food, picnic lunch, so that's great. They also have lockers here that you can rent for $12 a day, Australian, so that's about, what's that, about $8 US a day. You can access them multiple times if you like. Oh yes, here they come with some random person that they picked up as well. Thought I recognized my daughter's screaming. Clearly she loved it. So that's great. There they are, and then you come to a gentle rest and the lifeguard holds onto the boat while you hop out. You've got to go up about 8 or 9 floors if you're thinking of an apartment building to get to the top. See people all the way up there. That's near the top. The lines aren't too long. So while I'm waiting for the 2 girls to finish in the toilets, you know what the women's toilet queues are like compared to men's. These are the lockers over here. Quite a clever system over here. You say whether you want a new hire or to reopen your existing locker that you've already paid for. It's $12 per day and you can use it throughout the day. So we've come back a couple of times to get things in and out. You just say, yes, I'm reopening. You enter in your code, which is your birth date plus the color that you choose. And then it will unlock the locker for you. There's plenty of food options around too if you chose not to bring your own food. They've got a village bean over here. That's where we went at Movie World. We have generally found the food options to be absurdly expensive. So I would suggest you bring your own picnic because you can to this thing. Now our lunch here today reminds me a lot of our incredible meal at the Vietnamese restaurant last night. Look at this bounty over here. All right, bacon and cheese rolls, mini crunchies, the best chocolate in the world. If you're out there, Mr. Cadbury, I'm your guy. All right, I see an ambassadorship right here. And then these corn chips, overpriced because chips are absurdly expensive in this country. And that's it. I'm keen to get Grace and Elizabeth's thoughts on the park here and whether or not it compares well with the other places we've been to so far. Grace?
Compared to Movie World, like by a country mile, like Movie World was nothing as good as this. And then SeaWorld's pretty close, but I think that Wet n Wild is probably a little bit ahead of them.
Why do you think that is?
Just because like the rides are more entertaining and thrilling, and there's more rides, and there's like shops. There's also just like restaurants everywhere, and like it's quite nice here too because it's quite clean as well.
Okay, so we didn't have a good start this morning with lots of rides we couldn't go on. I was pretty frustrated. You were pretty frustrated. There were some tears, I think, but you're feeling better about it now. What about Mum?
The lifeguards are incredibly attentive, and there are lots of them. It's very clean. Bathrooms are very clean. Given that we're all wet and going to the toilet, you know, could be messy. It's not. I just think it's really, really well done. You don't have to walk very far to get to anything either. You know, like there's always something new to do when you've walked a short distance. And you like the locker system.
Yeah, I've explained that already. Kamikaze.
So terrifying, like I'm shaking.
But you're going to do it again with me?
Hi, Grace! No, don't let go.
Storm is arriving, and so that means all the rides are closed. It's 20 to 3, so we've had almost 5 hours of fun here. I think
Yeah.
Grace has had a blast, eh?
When we come back to wetnwild, I have to do the Kamikaze again.
Yeah.
I think I might do it again.
Grace just did the Kamikaze with me 3 times,
Which is a thrill ride.
which is a thrill ride. It's super cool.
A child who this morning didn't want to go down a junior closed-in slide that is
Yes.
like one at a playground. Not that that's a problem, Grace.
Yeah.
I'm just describing the difference between that you were scared to do and then this, which I was terrified to do.
That's right.
Which I've 3 times.
Okay, so easy peasy. So
But you've done the Kamikaze like twice, the third time's like easy breezy, because you know it's going to be terrifying, but it's worth it.
alright. So we're going to head back to the hotel. We've got a swimming pool there. If we need any more water play for the day, it'd be nice to just relax for a bit. But I think we've all had a lot of fun here, eh?
If any kids around my age
Yeah.
come to wetnwild and you're interested in doing the Kamikaze, just do it. And if you don't like it, then don't do it again. But if you love it, then it's worth it.
Yeah, it's 10 seconds, and if it's too scary, it's over in 10. And if you love it, it's 10 great seconds.
Like, because when you go down, it's absolutely terrifying to sit backward. And then you go up, that's less terrifying, and then it's not terrifying at all. You just like go up and down waiting to slow down.
There's more rides to show you, so do stick around. We loved Wet n Wild so much, we headed back the very next day for day 5 of our 7-day pass.
Alright, it's Saturday morning and we are back at Wet n Wild. There's a much longer queue today because it's a weekend, obviously. What are you most looking forward to today, Grace?
I'm doing River Rapids and Mammoth Falls.
And the Kamikaze.
No, I might not do the Kamikaze again.
It's even better than the beach.
Yeah, because there's no sharks.
Oh, I don't know, there might be. Calypso Beach.
Yeah, it's great.
Basically a lazy river.
This is my kind of ride.
Grace is loving it.
Oh, Grace, Grace, it's a crocodile!
It's surprisingly fast.
Oh,
Oh look, Grace, I'm racing you. I'm catching up to you.
that's all the empty ones.
You loving it? It's good fun. Okay, so we've gotten changed into our swimmers and now we're heading over to River Rapids, Grace's choice for the way to start the day. Even though the parking was so busy outside, it doesn't feel totally overwhelmed at all. There's plenty of tables around if you want to set up your picnic lunch. No doubt we'll head over to the Super 8s a little bit later. Queues are not absurdly long there, so yeah, this is all surprisingly not busy. That's great, good fun. It's slippy. Some downs. It's a good long ride, 38 to 40 seconds. If you lie down, of course it goes a bit faster, which is great. So it's been tricky to take GoPros on rides here for obvious reasons. They generally don't like you having anything in your hands, so that's fair enough. But we've just done the River Rapids. That was really great. They have options for open or closed rides there. So Grace, being a little bit risk averse, wanted to do the open one. So that's what we did. And that was really good fun. We've done it maybe 3 times. We do it one at a time. So on busy days like it is today on Sunday, the best rides seem to be the Super 8 races because you can have 8
going in each ride, and there's a ride every 40 or 50 seconds, so it chews through the queues quite quickly. And then down here at the double barrel, which is a pretty tame ride, but there's basically no waiting in line. The only thing is you have your long queue up the top. That's all right, the top of the double barrel. So Elizabeth and Grace are up there now. There's a much longer queue to go up to the top of this very high one over here. That's called Zoom, I think. Something else that I strongly recommend is that even if you're a macho guy, you wear a rashie of some sort. So this is the cheap top that I got off Temu, I think. But it's way better at keeping the sun off. We've also been using a lot of sun cream. They do have sun cream available here where you can actually top up. Another thing I found is that the ground, when it's not overcast, when it's sunny, gets unbelievably hot. So it's concrete and asphalt all the way through. Even when it's a lighter color texture, it gets so burning hot. All right, so it's lunchtime. We're sitting here with the gangland vibes in the background. But we're getting to enjoy yet another smorgasbord. Look at that bounty. Eh? There are some nuts, so it's not all unhealthy. And
I made the sandwiches and then I put them in the freezer so that they would be kept cold for us.
Yes, so now they're like eating rocks, but it's food.
They're not.
And straight after this, it's time to pretty much head off and start on the next part of our journey. Hey, Grace.
I wish we could stay at wetnwild forever.
I bet you do wish we could stay here forever. So in addition to the junior slide area that we went to on the first day, and where Grace is actually too big for a lot of the slides and adults could not go down, we've got the Kaboom and the double barrel over there. We've been down the double barrel probably a dozen times over the last couple of days. But what I love is they have the splash pad area here as well. So if a couple of you are on the rides, because those are all two-person rides, and one or two of you don't want to be on the rides, you can come and sit under here at these tables, have a snack, or play here on the splash pad area, and you're right next to where the other slides are, so you can very easily spot each other at the end of the ride. What are your final thoughts on the park?
Absolutely brilliant in every way humanly possible, and they've got rides for every single level of
Confidence?
yeah.
Mum?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's so amazing. You can come here every day, 5 days, and still have a fantastic time. It's so clean. The rides are fun. It's actually not too long a wait. Sometimes it's a longer wait than other times, but we've generally been quite pleased.
Yes.
And just the facilities for having your own food and just enjoying even like shallow play water. Super fun.
Cool. All right, that's it. Next part of the trip is starting now. So we're back in the car and we have 372 kilometers to go, speed bumps, to get to our next destination, which is our dinner tonight. Pizza this, pizza that.
Yum.
We'll see how that goes. But somewhere along the line we will have to find somewhere to get some fuel, because we're not going to have enough fuel to get all the way there.
Right. How was your day, Grace?
Good. Wetnwild was amazing, and there were so many rides there, and it was really fun, and I wish we could stay.
So, all in all, a great experience at Wet n Wild, the best of the 4 theme parks we visited on the Gold Coast. Elizabeth followed up with them after our visit, and they explained that if you have a slightly anxious child, they can work with you to allow them on less scary rides to get going. We wish we'd known this beforehand, and this is the only reason we don't score Wet n Wild a 10, but a 9 out of 10 is fully earned. Don't forget to check out our other videos offering tips for family travel, including other places we visited on our road trip down the east coast of Australia. Please like and subscribe so you can follow along with our other reviews coming soon. Take care, let's talk again soon.